guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lauren and welcome to Beauty and the Blaze. Today I just did like a quick cut crease. It's not quick. I don't know why I said quick. Cut creases are not quick. But it's just an eye tutorial. I'd already done the rest of my makeup today. I just wanted to like do a quick cut crease. There I go again with the quick thing. Whatever. If you want to get this look, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so I already have all my makeup on. I'm just going to do a quick cut crease tutorial because that's something that I haven't done on my channel yet. I have it on my Insta quite a few times. I'm going to start with an eye primer. Just go over top real quick. Rub it in with my finger. I'm listening to my own music today, so I probably won't do like a background thing. Sure. It's a really sticky primer, so I'm going to set that with a shadow. I'm going to be using Mose from the Kat Von D Star Studded palette and an angled Morphe stippling brush. It's really tiny. It's also a really good brush for like thicker concealers that I can't wear because they crease on me. I do already have like baby wing liner on, but we're just gonna draw over it, make it really big. Because I'm lazy and I don't want to start over. When you're working with the cut crease, biggest thing is gonna be brushes and like the angle that you're holding them so that you don't get stuff everywhere, and also building a really pretty gradient through the middle. I know I do like the same warm crease almost every time. But I'm going to be using the peachy shade to get started as a transition color. Obviously ColourPop Play. It's almost gone, but I am getting a new palette this week, so I guess that's what I'm doing to replace it since I haven't been able to decide. Using a Luxie tapered blending brush. I think that's what it's called. It's not really tapered anymore though. Like after I washed it a couple times, it just got really fluffy. Like it's probably a little bigger than I'm at 217 at this point. But it's alright. Still gets the job done. Okay, so you can be kind of messy with the transition color, but with everything else it's going to be really important to be super precise. So next I'm going to take a little bit smaller of a blending brush, some Morphe tapered blending brush, and I'm going to be using Mandala, which is the bright orange shade, much like Makeup Geek Morocco or NARS Persia. Both are really bright orange shadows. This one just happens to be completely matte. Okay, so I'm going to tilt my brush down a little bit so that it creates a harder line at the bottom. A windshield wiper just above your eye while it's open. Or your lid while it's open. So you can see like that there's nothing on your lid. See how I got it on there a little bit? We're gonna have to clean that up. Never really did the actual lid color. But it's okay. Also going to start to pull this out to the side instead of coming all the way down to where the wing starts. You see how there's like an open blank space? You don't want to keep that open, or I do. So I like to have a little bit of space between my cut crease and my wing liner. Okay. Then, next, this is where we got to start being real careful. I'm going to take my Morphe C brush and a matte brown. I'll be using Leather from the Kat Von D Star Studded palette. This is like my go-to cut crease colors, you guys. Like I use these every time. So again, angle it down and like long ways, so it's like a straight line. And I press it into the skin first along the bottom of that gradient, and then kind of start dragging it sideways before I blend it up. And whenever I blend it up, because you don't want to like windshield wiper it and get it all over the lid, I just take the very tip of the brush and start flicking upwards until there's less and less product on the brush, because the less product, the less fallout you're gonna have as well. Now that you've got the crease blended about as much as it's going to be, go ahead over the top and just lighten it up a little bit more using the same brush that I use my transition color for, just in case there's a little more product on it. And I'm going to take a colored eye primer. You can use like a MAC paint pot or like the Urban Decay eye primer potions. Those, sometimes they're colored, like Sin would probably be a good one. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to be using like an e.l.f. eye primer because it actually has a little bit of color in it. This is like the $2 one. And it's a doe foot applicator, so I'm going to take the tip and make a harsh line. And pull it out. Make sure that's all over the lid. This isn't like the only way to do a cut crease. It's just how I do mine. It's on there. I'm gonna pat it out with my finger a little bit. And be really careful along where we created that line to not like blend it all together, because that's not what we want. So that is all over the lid. I'm going to take a flat brush and the same shadow that I set my eyeball with, or am I going to go lighter? I think I'm going to mix Banshee and Mauve. So one's like a bone shade, the other one's more of a peachy flesh tone. I'm going to pack that on the lid. This one didn't blend down as far. So, anytime you have it like this kind of a situation where it doesn't turn out the exact same shape, you can just reshape the one that didn't quite do right before you go in for the final lines. Be very precise. Take your time. Don't need to rush. Looks like this. Next, I'm going to take this flat shader brush and a black eyeshadow. This is the skirt part. Pick up as little product as you can, just like barely dip it in. I even tap my brush just because I know that this can cause fallout and can ruin like, the crease part, which is the whole objective. Okay, so again, angle your brush down and straight. Press it into the skin and use flicking motions to blend it rather than dragging it across the eye. Right, and then I just go over and you can leave it here. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more dramatic. And that is about it for the top. That's how you do a cut crease. I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line at this point. I'll just use this little flat brush. I'm gonna start with mandala. Smoke it out a lot. And usually whenever I do a cut crease, I drag the lower lash line out the same way that the crease is blown out. Thick leather, which is the matte brown. Get right up in the lashes and drag that out as well. And then I'm going to take the straight across smudger brush and some black shadow and put it right in the actual lashes. Alright, for the edges, just since they blow out so far, I'm just going to kind of swirl my brush on them to kind of diffuse those outer edges so they more or less like fade into the temples so they don't just like end abruptly. Here you can leave it as is and just do mascara or lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and do the wing liner just so you guys can see like the full effect. Matte NYC liquid liner in black. What I really like about doing wing liner with cut creases is since you've already drawn yourself like a top and bottom guideline, it's really difficult to mess it up, honestly. If you do though, it's a pain in the ass because then you have to redo all the shading. It's happened multiple times. For mascara, I'm using my Urban Decay Big Fatty. I hate whenever, because I have really watery eyes when my liquid liner like bleeds into my inner corner. So for lashes, I'm going to be using Koko lashes and Misha. These are basically, I already trimmed them and wore them yesterday. But they're a dupe for House of Lashes Sirens, which are absolutely beautiful. They look good on like all different eye shapes. They're kind of piecey and they have a really thin lash band. So you can wear them without, friggin' liner, and I'll do a tutorial on that later on. But yeah, they're just a really good lash, especially if you're new to wearing lashes. They're super lightweight. I'm trying out a new lash glue today, so I'll give you a mini review on that after I pop these bad boys on, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned something. Cut creases take a lot of time to like get good at. You're not gonna be able to do it first try. It takes practice. So don't get too frustrated. If you've never done one before, just keep trucking, man. You'll get it. What else? Oh yeah, mini review on this lash glue. This is the Koko Lashes lash glue. I was just ordering lashes and I figured I'd go ahead and try it. It's latex-free adhesive. It has a brush tip applicator like House of Lashes and the Revlon lash glue I've used in the past. But the formula is a lot different. It's much thinner than both of those products. House of Lashes is probably the thickest out of all three of the formulas, but this is by far the most watery, so it's hard to get like a decent amount on the actual lash, and it gets tacky really quickly. But since it's completely clear, like whenever you brush it on, oh yeah, it does work well as a glitter base because it's really thin. These are the new hard candy pigments. I just picked them up at Walmart earlier. Anyway, but since it's so thin, you like can't see. It doesn't turn like green and then clear. It's like mostly clear whenever you put it on the lash band. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get used to it and then I'll have like a better verdict. My lashes don't feel like they're gonna fall off or anything, but I had to go back and paint like a pretty hefty amount on and then cover it with liner. So there's the mini review. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comments below. Give it a like if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't want to, that's fine. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.